What is up, folks? My name is Penn. Welcome back to the channel. This is another Q&A type video, and a viewer asks, I have an LG C2 and a Zidoo Z9X Pro. Should I use player LED or TV LED? Should I set low latency Dolby Vision when watching movies or no? All right, good question, because it is something different. I did a little bit of research on this. There's comparisons online. I'm going to show 3 sources and maybe some more in this video here. But essentially, one source is officially from Zidoo, a Reddit, and what low latency Dolby Vision is, where the player pre-processes the Dolby Vision data into HDR, in which any HDR display can actually show. The mode is called low latency Dolby Vision. I found this source here by videoprocessor.org. There's also some information on YouTube as well. And generally speaking, for anyone that's wondering why Zidoo or Doom players or any other compatible players with these features have those 2 options, it's because you can test those for yourself and you can find out what's going to work best within your environment. Now, this official Zidoo forum here, some people talking about it. They're saying that essentially the Realtek processing the signal incorrectly when it comes to the TV LED. So you should always go with the default option, which is on Zidoo. It's going to be LLDV, which is low latency Dolby Vision. And they process things through their Dolby Vision VS10 engine, which I'm actually using now. I'm just doing some tests. I haven't seen, unless I do like a A/B comparison, where on one screen I have like a Doom, or another screen I have a Zidoo set up, and I just watch the same movie. I haven't really seen much of a difference, but there is a difference on YouTube and things like that. People have done videos on them. I would love to hear from Doom and, Zidoo themselves to see if the Realtek LED mode is fake. Based off of this comment here, the picture is based on an RPU, just as if it were sent out in LLDV mode, which is what the TV should do. I mean, in a perfect world or in an ideal scenario, basically from what I've gathered, TV LED should mean that it's a one-to-one pass-through of the exact video information. That's the most accurate mode. That's what's being said on the forums and what's on YouTube. It's options. What I recommend, for those of you that are wondering, what is this about specifically, I will have more information in the description. I'm just going to have these links that I'm showing. But one thing that the Dolby Vision spec does include is something called RGB tunneling, which they do it over a 8-bit. And because it still meets the requirements and you're not really losing any quality, because once again, Dolby Vision is mastered in 12-bit, but we don't have 12-bit panels. So we can't truthfully do a comparison as of right now between the actual difference in what the creator actually intended versus what we're seeing right now. What we're seeing right now is still beautiful. I admit, the movies, the TV shows that's coming out, some of them are incredible looking, and it's only going to get better from here. But this Reddit did give some more insight into what you were asking, which is why I thought it would be necessary to include it in the video and in the description. Hey, if you use a Doom, if you use like a Zidoo, Sapiti, or another compatible player, you might want to do some comparisons yourself, but between low latency Dolby Vision and TV player LED, things of that nature, where the player LED is supposed to be the most accurate mode, but according to the forms, based off of the real tech, it's inaccurate. And they actually had a video set up. Uh, I'll actually include this video as well in the description for those of you that wish to see it. It's pretty interesting. That creator just brings something unique and different to the table. And I like this question because has it been asked before? At least in the content that I might have seen in the past. And it's just something different, but it is a legitimate talking point that we can discuss at the table. I'm gonna be doing, tests in the background. I'm gonna be watching some more content. I'm getting some more content, for my devices. And perhaps in the future, I can do a follow-up video on this and report, in my opinion, what I think is the best, or obviously the most accurate is going to be the TV player LED, but does it really matter on the panel technology as of right now using Zidoo or Doom devices? Perhaps that can be a video to where some footage can be shown, and then we could have a little bit more in-depth conversation about this. But I do think it's interesting. So to answer your question, for now, you can use the mode that Zidoo or Doom recommends. They have a default option. If you're comfortable with that, you're free to use that, but they have options for a reason. So I would experiment. These films, especially when we're talking about the 4K Blu-rays, the 4K remuxes, those are going to give you the best possible quality on the television that you're going to be sending it to regardless. That's just how good the technology is. Depending on, the ones and zeros, the zeros and ones and things like that, I think until we get 12-bit panels, that's where we're really going to see a significant difference when it comes to, Dolby Vision. But it is an interesting conversation to partake in. And I thank you for asking that. So just want to make this video for y'all, just to get some different conversation rolling, things like that. Just over the next couple of days, we're going to be doing, videos like this, possibly address some more questions if I get some emails back from the sources directly. And, I just want to make sure that I'm answering your questions, and just so we can all be on the same page and just have a conversation about this. So until next time, peace out. Thank you for watching.